This is Gordon on the dump off. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Third and long for Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, LA! Keenan Allen, 45 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't...
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often. That makes sense. But there, I still like going for 1, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct. But I'm understanding how the game is starting to change. And we're getting a number of these quarterbacks who are telling their coaches, we should go for 2 all the time. I want to see if we ever get a team that actually starts to do that.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. There he goes inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, 45 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
And some room to maneuver. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Melvin Gordon, 92 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
This is taken near the 13. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We had a high-scoring first half, and that really has continued here into the second half.
If you like defense, there's no way you can continue to watch this, but you probably are with your fingers spread, right? Watching them through those eyes, trying to say, my goodness, when can they stop someone? But this game is so much fun if you're watching it, because the competitiveness of both offenses going at each other, it's been a blast.
A lot of entertainment. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does where a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Bell so light on his feet and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now Roethlisberger to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep some.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him. His 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he fires one incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Red zone opportunity.
17, guys. Check him out. He's going to sit right over there.
He's back to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Novak out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base.
And oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
In motion right is Bryant. Now it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. Bryant, the man in motion right. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trey Boston.